Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In today's video I want to talk about data-driven CSS with typed attributes. So what is this? Well, I prepared a demo page, an index.html page, and I'm just going to show you what it is. So first of all we have some global styling, and then we have theme cards. Using typed attributes for colors, data primary, main background color, and data accent color for progress, right? So here you see we have here a primary color with attribute data primary, and then the color, and then we provide some kind of a default color on it. And then here we use that variable. This is then the variable, and so when we have a class theme card and we have there a data dash primary, we use that color. Otherwise we use a default color that we have assigned right here. This is, I think, very powerful. If we go a little bit lower, we see that we can do the same thing with data progress, and we can put 0 and 100 in there with a numeric value. And you see here we define then that's a CSS variable, and then we can use a CSS variable with calc to calculate the progress right here. And then we have the background with a variable and an accent color right here. And then we have a label. And then here we have a class theme card, and then we have data primary, we have data accent, and data progress. And if we go to data progress, here we see that it's 70. We have a title, strong, card 1, and so same thing here, data primary, data accent, and then data progress there to show the progress, and another card. So if you're going to look into the browser how this looks like, you will see the following result. So if we execute this in the browser, you see that it's still experimental and it's actually not working. So keep in mind that the attribute is something that you're still working on, and that it only works with the content into it. I will show you some kind of examples where this still works. And here you see the attribute function can be used with any CSS property, but support for properties other than content is experimental. And I think that's the important one. Here you see, for example, block code after, and you see here display block, content source attribute side, and then color hot pink. So here you see that after the block node we do here source, and then or here as well, and we use the attribute side. So if you go here to HTML, you see here that we can use this one, right? And we can say we can put something after it. We can use the source attribute side, and yeah, this will work then because you see it right here, and this is then in the HTML, right? So if you go down a little bit, you get a lot of info around this, right? And I'm searching for some other examples, so I go to the examples, content property, see hello world, and you see here data foo before content attribute data foo, and you can get here hello world, and this is the result, right? Again, experimental. This is an experimental technology. Check the browser compatibility. So I think it's a great thing for now. Well, if you only can use it within content, it's a little bit of a pity, but also there I think it's interesting to just explore new ideas on the web. And I think if we get this in for other things like the background color, what I showed you, or the data progress, what I also showed you, I think this will be a really cool feature for the browser and for the web. So cross fingers to see when this will come out of experimental and into fruition, right? Another thing that I'm maybe gonna see is like, hey, the HTML contains 4 cards with ID attributes and shuffle cards button, which shuffles the cards. And then here you see class ID, shuffle the cards. Here we have a flex content. Here we have attribute ID, and then we can put something like view transition name on it, view transition class card, and here we have some JavaScript. So if we now do shuffle cards, see we get very cool animations, right, on top of this. So again, for certain properties like this, it could work. I will link this into the description below. Sorry to maybe explain something that is going into the right direction but not work like I would like to see it work, right? But it's also interesting to just explore these kind of ideas and these kind of things as well. And if you think that this is really a cool idea, maybe we can ask web platform makers to let it work on other properties, because I think it's really cool that we get it to work on other properties, right? So cross fingers that we can get it to work on other properties. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I'm very sorry that maybe the demo is a little bit disappointing, and for me it's also a little bit disappointing because I was really hoping that we could get here data primary out of it and data accent, and you could get the background color to that color that we wanted to have it there, as well as for data progress, which is actually not the case. Here you see we have here data progress, and here we can calculate on it, but it's not working. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.